We're close enough.
Oh, we're close.
Oh, 58.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm gonna touch you now, NASCAR. I am good. Oh my god! Do you see me right now? Not even fucking set up.
Really? Like, that's something
You
new?
didn't say anything!
I don't need to.
You're right. Something went wrong.
Oh, perfect. I was waiting for
Well, you know what? We technically have 2 minutes.
I know. A lifetime for a man.
All you need. Alright, everybody. I didn't need to go like all the way back to Facebook.
Just got stuff from the beginning.
What are we?
Right there,
Okay.
Doc.
I
Right
was
there.
like, none of them are up. Come on.
I was like, no, it's there. There we are. Yeah. No one watches this anyway.
Mm.
I always say that.
Sometimes
waiting...
no one watches us.
What?
Sometimes no one
Yeah, I
watches
know.
us.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, all right. So let's get into our week. How was your week? We're gonna start with you because I feel like mine's gonna be way shorter.
I know mine's pretty long.
It is.
Well, I almost lost my cat, but I didn't. She's good now. And oh my god.
We did have a moment.
Oh yes.
We had a moment
Yes.
because you were a good mom and were having hard decision what to do with the cat because you love your cat very much. And
I was trying not to overreact
I know.
and take her in over nothing.
Yes.
But I also didn't want to take her in case it was something.
Right. And there's a lot of adult stuff that's hard.
Yeah.
That I'll say it's an adult thing because I feel like as a kid it's too many emotions, and when you become an adult you really got to, and I'm going to say this to everyone, become to a point where you have to kind of close down some emotions and do what you feel is right. That doesn't always mean it's the right thing, but what you feel is right. So we was like, hey, you need to go to the vet or ride it out and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Because really, that's your only choice. It's like, really.
Yeah.
And I think I gave the advice of if we're going to ride it out, make sure lots of love, a lot of tuna, spoiling, like just give her the works in case we don't get over it.
Yeah.
Like, and something bad happens or we don't wake up. Then you can live guilt-free that the last whatever was spoiled and loved.
Yeah.
Or we go and we find out, and I probably should have said, if we found out something really bad, you can always just bring them home and do exactly the same thing and spoil them and say, all right, we know this is going to happen, but let's ride it out.
Yeah.
Like if you find out have cancer or something like that, you can just ride it out.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think you just needed it. You needed a little that.
It was everything I was thinking, but somebody else needed to say it too.
I'm going to say this with love. A parent moment. Like I was that parent moment. Like you are right. You're okay.
Yeah.
You're making the hard choices, but you're okay.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just need to hear, like you just said, someone else say it. So you're like, okay, I'm not a piece of shit. Because when I'm an overthinker, so I play both sides. Oh, I gotta go to the vet. I gotta pay a lot of money. Money shouldn't matter. Yeah, okay. But what happens if it's nothing? What happens? She's just not feeling right because she's old.
Yeah.
So maybe she's just like everything winds down. Maybe that's it. Yeah, but if she's dying, then I should just give her love and give her give her that big thing. And then all of a sudden you go back and forth. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, but what happens if it's just like one pill and she's okay for the next 15 years? And I'm like, like whatever. And that. But when you talk to someone else and they say the exact same thing, you're like, all right, so I really do only have these two choices.
Yeah.
Where before you're like trying to come up with a third.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we all do that. Like,
there's got to be another option.
Right, there's got to be another option. Like, she's going to be okay, and I don't have to do this, and I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So it's always like, it's a parent moment where it's tough love, where you have to, like, you got to pick. And whatever you pick, you got to live with.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel the same.
He picked.
Yeah. And it's one of those moments where you just go, like, it is what it is. But I feel like you needed that. You cry.
I could not be home in those, what was it, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday we took her in. I could not be in this house without sobbing.
Right, because you were
And
not
I'm
okay.
telling you I was not okay.
Because when I left, you still weren't okay. And I was like, it's okay to make this choice.
Yeah.
It's hard, but make the choice. And
I think I knew ultimately what was going to happen. It was just...
And it didn't.
Yes. I mean, it will eventually.
Well, yeah, well, no, yeah.
But, I mean, like,
Did you leave dinner on the stove?
I closed the lid.
Because we have... Just keep going.
Do
One of your friends like to...
you want to just put it in the oven?
Yeah,
But-
I'm going to. Because I would like Kelsey to have dinner.
Okay. Thanks. Did she get the lid off?
What's that?
Did she get the lid off?
It looked like she was trying to. So...
This fucking bitch.
And it was Miss Cyrus. So I know if anyone could do it, it'll be her.
And then
So-
it'd be all over the floor. My
Right, so I'm
fucking
sorry.
stove
No.
would be
Or she'll flip it and
shattered.
then...
Yeah.
So... Sorry, go ahead.
No, we're good. I was just like very sad. And
Yeah.
I think it was okay that I was sad. But it was like I was
You were trying to grief. You're trying to do the grief before the grief was actually happening. And it's like, you can't be that way because you don't know it's happening.
But I was also trying to allow more time because at the time that you were there, it
Right.
was like 24 hours. That it
Right,
was like,
right.
So I was like, well, maybe like it's just like maybe she's just not feeling good. Maybe
Right.
it's just like maybe she is.
And just for the
And then-
record here,
Yeah.
just for the record, both decisions, me personally would be okay with because that's almost how I live my life.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you went to the vet.
Yes.
As much as I know the other way, because at least you found out what, and then I probably would have said, if you went to the vet and they said, well, this is really bad, she has this, she has that, she only has a couple of days, I would have told you, don't put her down, bring her home, spoil the fuck out of her, and let her die at home.
Yeah.
That would be
so
my opinion.
ultimately, like what made us make the decision is Saturday Kelsey went and got wet food, and then she only ate like nibbles.
Yeah.
And then Sunday morning, she didn't eat anything, and she didn't eat the squeezy tube. She
Right.
loves the squeezy tube. She
Right.
wouldn't even like go near it.
Right.
Like she even backed away from it.
Right.
And then I looked at Kelsey. I said, "What time are we going?"
Yeah. Like enough.
And it was to find.
I get it.
I had a feeling we were putting her down.
Right. Because you're expecting the worst.
Yeah.
We all do that.
She's old. Like
Yeah.
she's
And that's the other thing.
anywhere between 17 and 20. Like she
Right.
could be.
Right.
She's old. And we went and like Holly went over. She's only Holly.
Right.
Holly came over. She let her like
Yeah.
groom her. Then we put her in like the carrier to bring her out.
Right.
And Kelsey brought Siren over to her just to like say goodbye. Like
Right,
we
right.
were
Convinced.
preparing
Right. I get
to
it.
say goodbye. And then like we get to the vet and they told us she had an abscess and it was infected and that was.
Do we know where it was? I didn't ask.
Yeah, it's like on her tail but under her tail.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
And
yep.
she didn't show any signs.
Right.
Other than like she wasn't feeling good.
Right.
And her fever, she had like a slight fever.
Right.
And basically like they put her on antibiotics and pain relief and she has a cone and they cleaned it up.
And
By the next morning, she was like, she's back to herself. She wants to be out of that room so bad, but it's an open wound. So
right. Yeah.
I'd rather be destroyed in one room than my entire house.
Right. No, I get it. And
but yeah, I mean, it was just
this is what I talk about being a parent.
Yeah.
It's so hard because it's either or.
Yeah.
You're right.
And
Because we had just talked about we're like that.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. Like, 'cause when I gave you the two options, I always think of like, because we just talked, like we aren't doctor people.
Mm-hmm.
Like we got to be dying to go to the doctors.
Yeah.
Like I have to go to the emergency room. That's how you know I have to go to the
I
doctors.
don't even have a
Yeah,
PCP
same
or
thing. Yeah,
whatever.
like I don't either because I don't go.
Yeah.
But I also know my consequence because of this is one day it's not going to go well for me, and I'm going to say, and they're like, "Oh, you didn't catch it," and it was like, "Yeah, I wasn't planning to."
Yeah.
Like
I didn't want to.
I didn't want to. Like I don't want to. Like I could die tomorrow of cancer and be like,
Yeah.
you had cancer, and I'd be like, yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I didn't know either. But I have that thought, like, I don't need more time.
Yeah.
I know that sounds very morbid to people, or people
Mm-hmm.
think that. Like, I don't need more. I've done a lot in my life, and I'm happy what I've done.
Yeah.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Right.
But if it's time, it's time.
Yeah.
I don't need
I don't need to extend my life.
I don't need to, yeah. I don't need to be like, can I have 6 more months? Put me through hell
Yeah.
for 6
Because
more
I'd rather
months.
have
Or a
good
year.
ending than...
I'm like, hey, screw it. Like, let me go down with the blaze of glory like I happened. I'll tell you right now, if I found out for some reason I did have cancer and I only had so many, like, for some reason I went that way, I'd be like, I'd probably be a hot mess. Because I'd be like, I'm drinking, I'm going to live, like, I'm just going to, I think not knowing keeps me, like, straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, yeah, I'm going to get destroyed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be like, what do I have to live for? Except right here, right now, this moment.
Yeah.
And so I feel like when I gave you the options of being a parent, because even though it's a cat or a dog or what, it's still a parent. You're still making choices that way. That it was like, I had to say to you, or you just spoil them and let it, because I feel like that would be what we would do. Like, you and I would be like, we don't go to the doctors.
Yeah.
But I always feel weird about this. I know somebody else that's like this. Like, I know somebody else that, like, her hand can get cut off and she won't leave work. Or she'll do this or she'll do that. But if it comes to anyone of her family, she's like, oh, you can't work for 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wait a minute. You got to live. Like, I always live by the sword, and I die by the sword. But then I expect, I don't say expect, but I'm okay if you want to live that way.
Mm-hmm.
I can't judge you for not, like, I'd be like, oh no, Jesse, don't be that way.
Yeah.
I can't be that way because I live that way.
Yeah.
So that's how I always feel. Like, I can't be a hypocrite.
Yeah.
And I feel like I know lots of people who, like, yeah, well, I'm old, I'm older, or I've lived my life so I can live that way. I don't want that for them. It's like, yeah, but you've lived that life.
Mm-hmm.
So why can't they live that life?
Right.
That's just, so when I came to you and said it was either one, it was really like, okay. And I was convinced you're like, oh, I've been giving tuna. I've been giving like, everything I can. I've been like, good. But I'm happy that you went.
Yeah.
I am happy that you went. Because of, I always just think like.
I think a lot of what was holding me back from taking her too is like old.
Mm-hmm. Because you don't want to spend. Can I ask you a question? Sorry, I know I'm interrupting.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a serious question though?
Mm-hmm.
If it was the medical procedure that needed to be done, which we already know was a certain price, would it have changed your mind? And I hate to put you on the spot, but I feel as a human being, that's always a question.
Well, I was about to get to that.
What? No, I want to throw that question because I always feel like being a dog groomer, I have people come in that have done crazy things, and that are in. I know a lady who remortgaged the house twice for surgery for her Labrador, that died 2 years later.
Right.
Not that you did that.
No, so I will answer your question, but let me explain.
Yep. No,
first.
I'm sorry. I interrupted you, but good. I wanted to.
I had a feeling like if it was like an underlying thing, like kidney disease, which is very common in cats, especially older cats. If it was cancer, it was all that. I already knew like I wasn't going to be spending.
Right. It was time. Whatever it was, she's had a good life. We're not going to put her through torture. It was going to be the end.
Yeah.
Not that we want that, but.
Yeah.
Right.
And like so the procedure that they had to do, they had to sedate her just enough to like to be able to do it.
Right. No.
And we had to sign. Like, we had to make the choice of DNR or not.
Right.
State.
Right.
And I said right away, like, no.
Right.
Because she's old. It can harm her even more than before. And then, like, it's not really worth.
Right.
If she was.
I hate to say it's not worth the money. Because I hate that. Because you love your animals.
Yeah.
I'm making this clear. Because I feel like when I'm a.
But there's a line between, like, am I going to be homeless for this cat?
Right.
Or is this, like, is it, it's not that it's not worth it. It's just.
It's a tricky word nowadays. Yeah. Where years ago, and I know, back in my day when I was a kid, an animal was an animal. Mm-hmm. And like I remember listening to a radio station who said if there was a strange dog that you've never seen in your life or a strange child hanging on a cliff, who would you save?
Sorry.
And people were calling and saying they were saving the dog because the dog is pure and the kid can grow up to be a monster. And I was like, I can never think. I'm a dog. I've loved all my dogs. I have cried over all my dogs. I cried now thinking about the dogs that I've owned,
right?
And or what they meant to my family.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, if there was you, your sisters, some random kid hanging, and my dog hanging, I'd be like, I need to save the kid. I love you. I'm so sorry. Because at the end of the day, you guys, as human beings, are living this long, and dogs live this long.
Yeah.
Not that I don't love them. Not that I would save you in tears. Yes. You know, I'd be like, I sacrifice something really important because I love,
Yeah.
And so,
Absolutely.
I feel our society makes us bad now. Like, you see how you're like, oh, it's worth it, but it's not. You're like, yeah, but it's an old cat who's lived a good life. That I have been in this household, and not just here, but when you lived in your apartment for how long? Like 5 years or whatever it is. And you have been, I don't even know, I probably even longer now. But I feel like you guys have given this cat above and beyond, like all your animals. So there should be no guilt. But yet, our society has made it like, if you don't do everything,
Yeah. But I mean, I'd also feel that way about myself. Like I don't want to.
I don't need prolonging.
Yeah.
Like, well,
and I'm young, but like at the end of the day, like, is being in pain, being in the hospital, being everywhere except for living my life worth the 2 extra weeks that I have or whatever?
I feel these rules are set up for the minority that feels that they can't let you go. Whatever it is, the dog, the cat, the bird, you, person, they can't let you go.
Yeah.
Because I always think to myself, I don't want to be hooked up to no machine costing thousands, millions of dollars every goddamn day that you are now in debt because you have all these medical bills.
Right.
Let me fucking go.
Yeah.
Because I've already said I'm not doing chemo. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that.
It's a different story.
I'll do a surgery. I won't lie. I'll do a surgery, but if it doesn't work, then it's done.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do a surgery. I won't lie.
There's a line for everything. So, like, if the cancer is treatable to an extent, then maybe I'll do.
I can't see me doing chemo. I've seen too many people, like, come back from death through chemo, and I'm like...
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I just don't...
Like,
it's not enough for me.
Yeah.
For me, myself, I'm not talking for anybody else. For me, it's I'll do a surgery, come in, take out my blah, 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 whatever got the cancer, or we're going to take out the tumor. Okay. It didn't work, Mr. Perry. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, we're just riding. We can do it again. No, we're just going to let it ride now. It's done. Let it spread and we're done. Like, we tried.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing 6 weeks of chemo, being half dead, lose my hair, not that that's a bad thing, because I know a lot of people have a lot of will to live, and they do live nowadays. Like, it's greater, but I just again, I'm at the opposite end where I'm older, like, what do if it's my time, it's my time. I don't need 5 more minutes, 5 more days, 5 more, like, I love everybody. I try to tell everyone every day I leave them. I tell you when I leave, I love you. We give each other big hugs.
Yeah.
I'm like, just in case I'm not here tomorrow or you're not here. I mean, stupid shit can happen. Yeah. But I feel like our society puts so much pressure on something that is so out of our hands. Because let's face it, most animals live somewhere within the 20s old. Like that's rare.
I know.
So you're looking at usually, like, depends on the animal, but you're talking about like 16 years. Mm-hmm. Most animals, and then the bigger the animal they are, the less years you have.
Right.
So you're giving up everything for
a couple of years.
Like, I know the lady who
yeah.
remortgaged her house twice, ruined her marriage, ruined everything because she couldn't let go of this Labrador.
Yeah.
And then it died like 2 years later, and it barely was holding on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if those 2 years weren't even good.
Yeah.
And yet,
yeah.
Like, is it worth, like, and people are like, yeah, of course it's worth it. Of course it's worth it. If it's worth it for you, I'm not judging. I'm not.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, that's your business.
That's your money, your business, your time, your whatever. I mean, and then I know people like you. I can't babysit an animal 24/7. Like, I can do so much, but there's a point where the time is the time. It's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had to put down, like, I'll talk about Ed. You know, Ed had that seizure, and I know he was there because he was looking, but he couldn't move. And what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do to a dog who can't move, but like looking at you, like, you know, he's conscious, you know, he's there, but there's nothing to him, and that was hard. Like, every animal's hard. There's not one point that I can't tell you. I'm talking about animals that I've owned.
Yeah.
That I didn't feel like I lost someone important to me. Yeah. But
I mean, they enter your lives for a long period, and like they're your kids.
Long, but not long enough. Yeah. It's weird.
It's never long enough.
Yeah, it's not, yeah, because I mean, well, I had 2 dachshunds, and the 2 dachshunds lived to 19 and 20, which was a very long time. And that I always say,
it's too much because that's too much connection to
right.
lose, but it's not enough because
it's only 20 years, and I feel like it should have been longer. Like, you know, it should have been longer, but. My oldest, the 20-year-old, got lupus and was like, pieces of skin was peeling off him. Like, it was, when I say it was time, it was like, I was like, I can't. Like,
oh God,
I know.
scared the shit out of me.
Perfect. Isn't that nice?
Oh, a survey.
Survey. Call. Yeah, we should.
At this hour?
We should have
answered.
My luck, we would have shut this off. And we were like, oh no.
Well, let me tell you about. Oh, sorry.
Okay. No, go ahead.
When we were trying to like cash out before they brought Jasmine out, there was a guy who had just come in. And have you seen Oliver and Company?
Yes.
You know the guy in it who has like he owns all this.
Oh yeah.
Looked just like him.
Oh wow.
Sounded a lot like him. And I'm looking at this guy, I'm like, you remind me of something, but I don't know. I came home and I went to describe it to Brian, and I was like, oh, have you ever seen it? And he hadn't seen it, so I was like, well,
just you. Well, until me.
So I was like, well, okay, well,
I went to the movie theater to see that. I went on a date to see that movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, but I was older, and I remember I said, what movie you want to watch? We were going through the list, and nothing was good. And I was like, let's go see, you know, like, you can't go wrong with Disney. Yeah. I've done too many Disney dates. I did Pocahontas, too.
Really?
Huh?
Pocahontas?
No, I didn't that night. She left.
Rude. But anyway, so this guy comes in, and he has this little, like, rat-looking dog. And the dog looks like he's, like, happy as can be, like, whatever. And he's, like, panicking. He's like, you know, he's been vomiting. And he's been shitting. And it's Gwen. And he's freaking out. And so she was like, he's like, and you know, she's never left me before, and I'm afraid that she's not gonna be. And this is one of those places where they take the pet in the back, and then they bring him back to you.
Right.
They just do the exam back there.
Yeah.
And he's like freaking out. And she's like, okay, well, like that's our policy here.
Right.
So
same with us. Yeah.
I can give you a name of a different place if you want. And he's like, oh, okay. And then so she's like, do you want to write it down? And he's like, well, no, I don't have time to go anywhere else.
Oh, I can't tell you how many people.
I thought you meant a different room here. Like,
no,
the policy is.
I can't tell you how many times. So we have a policy of us that because we have so many dogs that come in, people can't come down because we can't be responsible for everyone because there's always someone touching someone else's dog or doing stuff like that or doing something they shouldn't be doing. Right. So we're not allowed to do that. Yeah. Now I know Petco and stuff, whatever, and there's other people that you can come see and do. We just don't have that policy because too many things.
And that's totally fair.
And it's not because we're trying to hide. We're not trying to, because I'll tell you right now, if your dog's not coming up happy to see you and being like, if they're coming up miserable or scared of us, then you know something bad. But they're not. Half the time, my problem is when I send them up, or I'm upstairs, they want to come back instantly. See their owners come back and they're like, I'm like, oh, you want to get another bath? You want to get, and they're like happy to see us because obviously we treat them well, right? Yeah. But I can't tell people like I can't leave my dog here. I have to be with the dog, and I'm like, and that's the other thing. They're like children. No, but they're like children. If mom and dad are there, they just
freak out.
Instead of when they're alone, they just kind of go, okay, I've never been here before. Like school. Yeah. Like, yeah, I know. Your sister was on. Oh, my kid must be the worst kid in school. Nope. He says, please, because then out of their environment, they know your sister is not going to tolerate certain things. Yeah. And they probably do at home. Yeah. So they're probably like, yeah, I don't want to get in trouble here. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure nowadays it might be slightly different. But you and me growing up, we were like good at school because we don't want the phone call. Yes. Because
my dad was scary.
Yeah.
My mom would be scary, but
I'll tell you right now.
Gary Bear comes home. He's a
I went to school with your dad, and Pat was scary, and my mom was scary. Like we'll just, you know. We told the story how we first. I know you know the story how we first met. I think I've already told it, right? But when your dad said that we borrowed some of Jim's drink, he said he looked like borrowed. He looked up at him like still scared, like, oh, I don't think he knows that it was like 7th grade. Yeah. And yet he still was like looking up like
to your room, mister.
yeah, like, I don't think I want them to know that. Like, you know, and it's like, yeah, I know. Yeah. But it was that look, and I remember looking at him like laughing. Because he did it so like genuine, like he was telling the story and then looked up and was like, we borrowed Jim's drink. Like, you know, like look.
As if he can fucking hear him anyway.
No, because he was at the other table where we were at. But it was like a moment of just like, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, like, so I know that's scary. But, so I find when dogs or animals are away from mom and dad, it's a different attitude.
And that's probably why they do that in the back.
I cannot tell you how many dogs act like it's the worst thing. They won't come in. As soon as the customer leaves, they're running with me. And they're happy as can be. Because they know you feel bad. Oh, I have this one lady who just won't let go. Oh, I'm so sorry. You have to be. And she'll rub his tummy. I'm so sorry. You're so scared. And I'm like, and so one day she's like, I don't understand why he's so scared to be here. But I know when he comes up, he's so happy. And I'm like, first of all, you're showing him so much love. Because that's like your wife. Like you want to go somewhere and you're going to leave and your wife is now giving you everything you wanted. Like attention, love, you know, special touches, like, you know what I mean, like everything, and be like, it's going to be hard to leave now. Like, you know, like, I don't want you to go. Like, you don't treat me this way at home. You're treating me this way now. Because she feels guilty for something that shouldn't feel guilty. Yeah. But then, soon as we go back to the shop, that pup is a whole nother dog. Jumps in and, like, if that dog had thumbs, he probably could do it all himself. Yeah. But acts like it's the worst thing at that moment. Yeah. And I wish I could, I know I probably could, but I wish I could have like a video where the people leave and I could just show these pups just run like, oh, okay. Yeah. Because they're convinced I'm like picking them up, I'm dragging them, I'm like, no,
they're happy.
They're just here. Yeah. Yeah. It's like little kids. Like, you know, they cry.
Oh, I was the worst.
You were the crying.
Separation anxiety is hard.
But then, I don't know how you were, but like, I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to be there the first day or a couple of days. But then once I was there, it was like...
It was every day for me. Still to this day, I don't want to go to school.
I landed up making friends and whatever, and then I didn't want to come home. Like, I didn't... But like my mom says, she goes, you were horrible at schoolwork, but you just wanted to be a social butterfly. So you realized, like, that was your moment to live life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, So I have a love-hate when it came to school. Like, I hated the work, but I loved being with all my friends.
Yeah.
So I never wanted to miss a day.
Yeah. So anyway, so this guy ends up staying.
Okay.
She's giving him all the information.
So he goes, sits down.
No,
they take the bus.
not yet.
Oh, not yet.
We're still talking
Oh,
about
we're still talking. Okay.
This guy took forever. So, he's like
Oliver was over. Oliver, the movie was over.
On and on about like what this dog was doing, and like he can't remember anything all of a sudden because he's panicking.
Right.
And then he's like, whatever the cost, like it's fine, you know, like this is my angel, you know, like this is my little kid, you know, like go whatever it costs. The woman's like, okay, so our evaluation fee is this, whatever it is, it's fine. I got the money. So then he sits down, but he doesn't sit down like away from the desk.
Oh yeah.
It's still like he's still in the way.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about too.
Mind you, this guy came from Cranston with a Wendy's cup in his hand.
Just for the record,
but he didn't have time to go a different place. No, because he stopped for coffee instead.
So, where are you now? Like, are you locally? I don't know where you're at.
This was in Seekonk.
Okay. So you're not that far, okay?
Yeah. So.
I wasn't sure if you were on the island, and I just didn't know.
No. So he sits down, and now he's talking to the two other guys who are waiting for their animal.
Right.
And they're going, and Google says it's not, there could be blood in the thing. It could be this. And the guy's like, yeah, I'd be here too, buddy. And like trying to like calm him down, but he's freaking out.
Like, I love Google.
Enough with the Google.
No. Well, okay. I love Googling. I love Googling for information about knowledge about stuff you don't know. Like, what's the distance from here to the moon? Love that stuff. Medical shit.
Enough.
It's too much. Like, there's too much
You have
gray.
3 minutes to live. Yeah, for everything.
There's like, well, it could be A, could be C, could be D, could be, and then by the time you're done reading, it could be double Z, triple Z, and you're like, oh my god! Like, there's just.
And now I have all of it.
Like there's too much. Like, it's not enough. Like, when you look at something that says, what's the difference between, the distance between the Earth and the moon, right? There's not three other answers. There's one answer, and you're done.
Yeah.
You believe it or you don't, right? When it comes to being sick, it's like you could have ABC, you could have all these symptoms, you could have, this could be, and it becomes too much, there's too much.
And it ends up you just have a cold.
Right, no, because it's like, because the problem is all your symptoms are the beginning of every fucking sickness there is. So it's like you could have a cold or you're dying of like a rare blood disease from that. Yeah, I know. You're like, what? Like, and then it's like I say this all the time. I don't believe the internet 100%, but I have like that common sense. So when it says the distance between the Earth and the Moon, I go, okay, that's roughly it. Is that exact? I don't know. Like, I don't know how that works because I'm sure the Moon and the Earth moves to different positions and blah blah blah, whatever. But I'm gonna say it's around there.
Yeah.
But when it comes to being sick, I'm like, unless I've eaten or done something, and they say this could be because you ate cheese, and I go, well, I did eat cheese. This is making me sick, and it's only gonna last a day. I'm gonna see a day, and if it's not a day, well, then I'm like, okay, it was just coincidence about the cheese, because it's been 3 weeks now. Like, you know,
maybe I'll say doctor.
No.
Probably not.
But that type of thing.
So he's going on, like, pretty much saying everything again to these fucking.
So every time he walks in, is that one of those, like, every time someone walks in, or just the same people? No,
just the same people. And then instead of, I don't think any of the rooms were available when they did, like, the check-in and, like, what's going on with the dog situation. Right. And he was a walk-in. We had an appointment. Right. So, like, the woman's, like, trying to fill it all out, and he's, like, vomiting everything. Yeah. And the woman's like, they were the, like, most nicest people in the world. Right. Thank God. Like, I don't know how they did it, because I would have been like, enough. So then, so he says the dog is vomiting and has diarrhea.
Green.
Yes. Green, and there was a little bit of black in there. He doesn't know. It could, Google could have said it was the blood, you know.
nailing this accent, by the way.
Thank you. He goes, I know this dog's got me shitting normal in 5 hours. Like, okay, maybe.
Then why are you here? Like, why don't we wait 5 hours then
He's
decide?
like, I just want to make sure it could be a blockage. I don't know. I'm like, well, if it's coming
Well,
out.
I was like, no blocking. If it's coming up your diarrhea, no blocking.
And then, no, and then this motherfucker goes, I'll take you out to lunch after. No, you will not, because that dog is shitting and vomiting. Why are you taking him out? I wonder why he's sick. I literally looked at Kelsey like, did you hear that? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're going to take your dog out for lunch? Because I see that Wendy's cup in your hand. It better not be fucking Wendy's after that.
It's so, I don't know. You know what I always seem to get? I've never had a dog before. And I just look at them and go, okay, well, having a dog is like having a 3-year-old child that never grows up. I don't understand what you mean by that. Okay. Usually 3-year-olds don't talk too much. Mm-hmm. They probably say a couple of words, maybe some talk really good and some really don't. But I always say under 3 because where, see, your kid around 3 starts associating. I probably should say 2, but I know my problem is I know a bunch of 3-year-olds that weren't right there. So what happens is like kids know milk and they go mick, mick, or they'll kind of start saying kind of words around that 2, 1, 2, and some if you're a late bloomer 3. But they have their signals that you kind of go, okay, use your words, but this is the beginning of use your words. But dogs can't use words, but they know how to sign
in different ways.
With different ways.
With cues.
With what?
They're cues.
Yeah, they're cues. Exactly. And then you can't leave them. So they're like kids. Like you can't go on holiday and just drop them off. You have to have a babysitter. Yeah. Whatever your babysitter is, mom, dad, kennel, whatever it is, it's a babysitter. Mm-hmm. And like you can leave them home in an environment. Like for me, it's like you can leave them environment at home, but now you can't do that with a 3-year-old. But you only have so long because.
They gotta go out.
They have to go out. You gotta feed them. Like you don't have the luxury of just like leaving all day. Mm-hmm. And if you do, it's like a rare thing. Like it's okay. Well, we're leaving at 6. We'll be back at 5. Like we'll feed them. If you feed them in the morning, you'll feed them at night. Like you'll do the opposite just to kind of. And if it's quiet and they lay in their beds, and that's usually what they do is sleep all day. Yeah. We should be okay. Yeah. And if there's a mess, there's a mess.
It is what it is.
Right.
You clean it up.
Right. Like, because you're pushing.
Can't be mad.
Right. Which would be a small child, if you understand what I mean by that. Not that I'm telling you to leave your small child alone for that long, but it's like.
But they're gonna shit.
But there's a line. There's that line.
Yeah.
There's that line where you can just, Yeah. And so by the time I'm done, they're like, yeah. And I'm like, so they're kind of like, if you kind of, think of it that way. Like if your dog is sick. It's like your kid. Your kid can't tell you they're sick. Yeah. You got to know, like, he's not running around. Yeah. He's been sleeping all day. Are you okay, buddy? And, like you did with the cat. You see the signs. Not that hard. Yeah. And there's some people like, I don't know. I just go to the vet anytime something looks funny. And you're like...
No, I can't be doing that.
Like, it's too expensive. Like, what kind of job you have to drop...
Luxury.
Like, are you clearly getting paid too much because you don't do... Like, there's no way whatever you're doing... should have this much money. Right. I know that's horrible, but
no,
it's like,
literally.
Like it's like you're like, what are you doing? And like the piece of me is just kind of like, and the people are like, oh, you know everything about dogs. I was like, yeah, but I don't treat dogs like this. Yeah. Like, I had that little run, and for like a little while, I remember Jay Lee used to leave the back door kind of cracked open. The dogs used to run in and out and basically be out all the day. And then if I wanted to come inside, which I was like, I hated that because I was like, I hate the door, everything open because I feel like bugs came in. And like, and I had that like rule where it was like, I went over and let them out and do stuff. And, I don't have a problem leaving them home, but I always make sure there's a bed, there's, this, there's that. You know, I fed him when I came home. You know, because people are like, oh, he can't go. I can't tell you how many people. Oh, this was the other thing. We had a dog who had to get so stressed out at the shop. I mean, blow himself like, and it was always like pure water, pure mucus. It was always like, and you knew the dog was stressed. So I said, listen, I don't. Your dog is super stressed, and it was an Irish Water Spaniel, and she goes, oh yeah, he's so stressed over everything. That's why he couldn't make it as a show dog. And I go, oh, listen, why don't we feed him when you come home, so he comes with an empty tummy?
Yeah. And
she goes, all right, I guess he can skip breakfast. I said, I've learned my lesson, the cues. Like, breakfast. Does he eat dinner? Yes. I feed him 3 times a day.
3.
And I went, okay. And I said, how about we skip dinner and breakfast? Like the dinner before, and so he has a nice empty tummy. He has all night. Yeah, he's at lunchtime, between dinner time, and then dinner time before bedtime, he's blown everything out of him. I can't. He'll starve and die. And I went, what? Because I literally was like, what? And she's like, yeah, he'll starve. And I was like, okay. So I was trying to be, like, I tried to be understanding. I said, you do know if he went into the hospital and had to have surgery, like major surgery, you can't on a full tummy. You have to not feed it the night before or that next morning. Right. Just like a human being, when you go, you have to stop eating at a blah, blah, blah time because you're going to surgery and you can't have anything in your stomach because whatever. X, Y, Z. Because there's a few reasons, but you know. So, and she's like, yeah, but he's not going for surgery. He's just getting a haircut. Yes, so there should be less stress about him not making it.
Honey, he's gonna make it, I promise.
And she couldn't. And the best, this is so horrible because they don't come anymore, and I know they don't watch, so it doesn't matter. The best revenge I ever had was at least 5 times of me grooming this dog its whole life. It ran into the house and shit all over the floor. Yeah. Just pure. And she'd be like, oh, it's okay, I clean up all the time. And I'm like, I just looked at her like, there's no way I can own a dog. I mean, when I say blow it out, and she had really nice rugs, like those like those Persian kind of like with the tassels and the like magic carpet ride type of like ones, and like placed in different points of her house.
First of all, no rugs.
Yes, exactly. I agree.
If you're gonna be shitting like that.
Yeah, and no he rugs. wasn't on the wood. Like he would Obviously. Go and just blew it, and I just sat there like. And then one time he decided to jump on the couches and do it, and I was like, at her house, not my house. No, no dogs are at my house with you.
No, but I don't know if you. Yeah, because is there couches out there? I was trying to picture it.
Right. So, no, we don't have that. But I would bring the dog home, and she, for a while, was like, oh, just let him in. The keys, blah, 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 just let him in. Yeah. And I would just unlock the door, and then one time he just blew it on, and I was like...
Bye.
And they had a doggy door to go out to the backyard. Yeah. And he couldn't wait to get Then she asked me, can you just put him in the backyard? I said, fine. I put him out, and I saw him run inside and shit again, and I was like, thank you. Like, it was like one of those moments where you just go, lady... If you just stopped, like it's one day every month. No dinner, no breakfast. Mm-hmm. Like we're not talking about starving.
Or you could start doing this yourself.
Like you just kind of go, but no, she's like, no. And that dog came forever. Like that was the one pup that I felt like I did everything to try to stop him from...
exploding.
Yeah, we did the same routine, like religiously same routine. Yeah. I tried no air circulators and just fans, and tried to dry all natural. Yeah. I tried to put him in an extra large holding area, like where there's a lot of room where they can actually like it. This dog.
Did she put this dog on any like type of medication?
Yeah, he was on tons of he was on tons of anxiety meds, and I think that's what. And then the food.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. She fed him food. No food.
Right.
Food.
So like chicken.
Chicken, carrots. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Nothing wrong with that. But I feel like that kind of went through him faster too.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Maybe not, but I know what he ate because I constantly saw it.
Yeah.
Not digested either, and I was like, bro, how is this going through you this fucking fast?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you and me are on the same page. Like, and I would feel.
Beat you to it. Let's have a war, buddy. Who's got a bigger dookie?
Mine's more liquidy.
I had milk today.
I got some blood.
It was a black Google, so it could be blood.
No. That's digested blood.
Oh, okay.
That's in the beginning. Mine's at the end. It's red. That's because of my stomach acid.
Right.
So it is.
I know.
So we. So I did everything you could think of. Like, I mean, when I say a religious thing, I would take him out at 9 o'clock. I would groom him a certain way, move him on the table this way, that way, take him off, never putting him back in the hole again, putting him in the tub, like just doing the same routine, fucking religiously. Shit.
How long did this dog go with you? Too long.
A long time. I would probably say clearly more than 10 years. Like this dog lived probably to like 15, 16, and he came when he was like maybe a year or two, maybe like a year old or something. Gotcha. Maybe 2. Like he was still young because he wasn't cutting it as a show dog. And they're like, I got a great deal on him. I'm like, Yeah. And she even said that. She's like, God, he's a lot. I gotta give him tons of medication. And it's like, you just have a moment where you're going, you're not making sense now. Mm-hmm. Like, this is my hardest thing about when it comes to animals. And I try to help you because it's common sense, but not common sense. It's like old school common sense. Mm-hmm. It's an animal. We love them. We treat them above animals. But at the end of the day, I can't afford that. Yeah. I'll tell you, I could go broke for my kids, but I can never go broke for my animals. Yeah. Because I feel like at the end of the day, their life is so short that dropping, just say thousands. That, like thousands.
Tens of thousands.
Yeah. Like, and even now, because of the vet bills are getting, they're tough on me. Like, I don't have a dog, and I keep saying I want one, but then there's a piece of me like, I don't really, everything's getting so crazy that it's almost like, dog food's gotten crazy, people food's crazy. Like, you can't, like, it's just like, I feel like having a dog or a pet it's basically having a child. Yeah. Because the vet bills are now people bills, like, and I'm a dog groomer. I love dogs. Like, these are my life. Yeah. And there are just some things that I just kind of go. That line has become very foggy for me. Yeah. But yeah, trying to tell people. Yeah. And I'm sure the same thing with hair, because everyone knows everything. Mm-hmm. Like we were just talking about this. Like, I can never think of me walking into your place and being like, I want this or that, and you look at me like, as I love you, but you have black hair, and you getting this would be.
It's even down to like the shampoo. Because, like, there are so many people who come in my chair and like, oh, my hair doesn't do this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, well, you need to find a better shampoo. Because everything starts with your shampoo and conditioner. Right. Because that is what's keeping you clean, and that is, like, where it's,
right. Putting in or taking out of whatever oils or whatever. That's how I look at it.
And I'm not saying that you have to get top of the line or anything, because there are a lot of drugstore things that you can get.
Right.
But you need to know what you need for your type of hair, for your scalp, for your everything.
You need to take out or you need to put in.
Right.
Right.
Right. Like, if you have curly hair, you cannot be using like extra body shampoo because it's more drying to make it
have more body
texture to it.
Yeah. Right.
Whereas, like, or like if you have straight hair, you cannot be using something that has heavy oils in it because it's just gonna weigh your hair down.
Right. It's gonna look greasy.
And everyone's like, well, what product? You can't just go by products because it starts with your shampoo and your conditioner.
Right.
If you get a good one, then you don't even need products. Right. Most of the time, don't use products in my hair.
Right.
And my hair is pretty good.
Yeah, your hair is good.
There are some days where I'm like, what the fuck happened? But
well, that's everybody's.
Yeah.
That's everybody's.
And then use the product, you know?
Right,
but
yeah.
It's like crazy how many people just sit in my chair and like.
Well, I feel like.
How do I or like even a hairstyle. Like I'm like if you're the type that just washes and goes, you're not gonna get like this extravagant
curling
haircut that you have to style every single day. I'm like, that's not happening for you.
Right.
I can see what you like out of this, and we can incorporate that, but we cannot have this.
I feel it's the same thing with dogs, where they walk in not as much, but I still get those. I want my dog to look like this, and you gotta go. Okay, that is a show dog, and that's groomed like 3 hours every day.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like, you know, like that's groomed every single day.
Yeah.
But I want my dog to look like this. I'm like, first of all, your dog doesn't have that coat because your dog's not a show dog.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have that coat. Mm-hmm. Or it does have that coat, but we have to hand strip it and do all these things. And then you're looking at.
You have to
maintain it. Yeah. And now we're in a different price zone.
Yeah.
And now well, I don't want to pay for that. It's like they just want, but they don't want to do. Like,
you know what people say in my chair, and now they have pictures of AI. Like, I want my hair like. Okay, first of all,
that's not real.
No.
Like,
first of all, it's not real.
Right.
Second of all, it's just not gonna happen.
Right. Yeah, and it's like.
And even if it was a real picture, a different hairstylist did that with a different person who has different hair than you.
Right.
We could have the same fucking hair, but the texture,
same thing with breed.
History.
You can have the same dog, but it's not the same dog.
Exactly.
Like, we both can have Westies. One could have a thin coat. One could have a super thick coat. One could have a wiry coat. One could have a, like soft coat.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, it's a Westie. Everything's the same. And it's like, no.
I thought he was just going to wail on you.
I wouldn't be surprised. But it's like, no, it doesn't work that way. And he's like, I can't tell how many people say to me, when I bought the first one, and I go, okay, that's...
You should stop there.
Like, just stop. Why? They're like children or like people. The first one is unique. Yeah. You finding another one,
the
you
first
can't.
One makes you want to have a second one.
Right. Right. But the second one is never.
Right.
Every single time and the worst is if we get the easy one first. So one time this lady had an Old English, and this dog was so thin. It just didn't have an undercoat. And I should say a very thick one. Yeah. And it was, she could take a brush, and it was like never got matted because it was so thin. Yeah. So she's like, I'm buying another one. And we were like, no, you're not. No, we're like in my head going, no, you're not.
Fuck. Right, abort.
She buys one, grows up, thick as fuck, always matted. She's like, I don't want it shaved, but it's always matted. We're like, we can't do it. And then she was charged. She goes, you're charging so much because you are grooming this one the same as this one, but they're two different coats. She goes, I can tell they have different coats. This one needs 6 hours of grooming. That one needed half an hour. Yeah. Well, I don't have 6 hours of grooming. Well, and that's the part I hate.
These are your choices.
Right. These are your choices. Yeah. You got to give a really tight haircut, or I don't want that. Then it's combing out and it's this much, or it's a haircut. Yeah. Well, I don't want that either. And then eventually she was like, yeah, I cut it. And then all of a sudden she was like, and then it's always this way. Why didn't I do this at first? You know what it is? I always say it's the mom thing. Mm-hmm. Like moms all have long hair. Yeah. All moms have long hair. And then as soon as they become toddlers and they're running around, chop it off. I don't have time for it. I just want to wake up and my hair's like whatever it looks like. Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm talking about. And it's like religious. Like I see, not all women do it, but enough of them do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where, it's always the second kid.
See, I thought you were going to go haircut wise for a kid. Because something about moms are like, they can't have their first haircut until they're 25.
or yeah, I have a few of those.
If they have one fucking curl in their hair, they're never getting a haircut.
Yeah, I know someone who boys were like they were calling finally someone says, "Oh, you got really cute girls," and she was like, "I was so embarrassed." I was like, "That's what embarrassed you? Like your kid's hair was like down to the middle of their back."
Right. And I'm not saying like
I'm not hating on it, but and then when they went to get haircuts, she chopped them like military style, and there was I love this hair, and I'm like, yeah, because that's what boys are supposed to have: real short hair. You dunk them in the water, you get done, and because they're dirty all the time.
Yes.
Little girls, I get why you have long hair.
But cut it to their maintenance where
they can handle. Yeah, not down to their ass, and then every 5 minutes they're crying because you're combing it out. I get it, but it is, and of course, we're also talking about what kind of hair they have.
Right.
Because there are some that like, oh, I just take a brush and it's like fine. You're like,
well, even those kids, like they don't like to sit and get their hair done. So it's
right, yeah.
Cut it short while like you are in charge of their hair, and then like as they grow up, then they can make more decisions.
Marin had a
bowl cut, right?
A bowl cut.
The door cut.
Yeah, the door cut. She had the door cut for the longest time because it was like, Marin, you hate your hair to be brushed. You are more of a tomboy. You don't want it's like you got a hair. You need this haircut. And I remember her being like, really like, okay, I don't like at first I don't want to do it, and then I was like, so she grew it out because it was like Tangle was her generation at the time, like her Disney.
Yeah.
And then like
I love that movie.
We were combing her out, and it was like, fighting.
Yeah.
And then I was like, so here's your options. We comb it out and we fight all the goddamn time. Or you cut it short, like Rapunzel did at the end of the movie. And how she lives the rest of her life with short hair. And she was like, okay. And of course we gave her like the door cut instead of...
I always thought it was weird that like that hair never grew. No. Like in the movie.
Yeah,
like,
no, I know.
What do you mean this little brown piece never grew?
I know.
Is your hair damaged now?
That's that one piece. All the rest grew.
Right.
Yeah.
I could see it being shorter than the rest, but
right. Yeah. So I was like, and so she said, yeah, and I was really good on convincing Marin. Like, and I would always look for those little. I don't want to say negotiations, but I was like, she had short hair too.
Yeah.
And she loved it at the end.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay. And then she was like, I remember for the longest time she loved it. And then she grew up. And then
could have more responsibility.
Then she grew out her hair because she chose it. And then one day she came in middle school and was like, I'm chopping my hair again. I was like, all right. And she did the Dora look again. And then she grew, now she has long hair. But she
can take care of herself.
But she's, because she's,
20?
Well, she's 19. She's 19 it was on the 19th of January.
I did say happy birthday to her.
Yes. So, I mean.
all the time, like, when is her birthday?
Yeah, no. But that, I just think there's times that you just go, okay, and everyone always seems to know, like, no, don't do this. And then they don't want to deal with the consequences. I don't know. And I think I really do say this a whole lot. I'm a dying breed, that's especially at the end. I think I'm at the end. And that's why I was like, I've been saying like, I want my kids to just live life and I don't want to be bothered. Like, because I don't need to be part of the shit show.
Yeah.
And that's horrible. Did I say that? I mean, I say this with Brian, you, Grayson, Talon, Niles J, and his birthday's today.
Is it? Happy birthday.
Yep, happy birthday. And he's 23. It's just kind of like, just live it. Just do it. Whatever decision you make is on you. It breaks my heart to hear stuff. So it's like, I don't want to hear it. Like, we're in a different situation, but I'm talking about like my kids, because I get really like, I don't think they're all in the best spots. I think Marin's probably in the best spot, and I was convinced, and she's proving me wrong, and I can't be any. I always tell Shannon, I hate being wrong, but I love being wrong.
Yeah.
Because I really don't want to be right, but I'm always right, so I hate being right. Like, when I was younger, I loved being right. So it was always like,
told you.
I would, I loved it. As a 50-year-old man kind of deal, I was like, I don't want to be right. Like, please, I hope this piece of shit's great to you. Like, I hope he's everything. Because at the end of the day, that's what I almost want happiness more than I want failure. when I was younger, it was like, I'm going to show you I was right. And you're going to fail. And you're going to come back. And you're going to be like, oh my God, you were right. And I'd be like, yeah, I told you. I know how to live life. And like, and I was just kind of thinking like, I don't need to prove myself. I think I've proved myself enough time to people. It's more of a, hey, I don't want to be wrong. Please, people that love the people I love, just be good, be right, do the right thing, so I can be like happy for you.
Yeah.
I know that sounds weird because it's never that way, but I always want that for her.
No, but I understand. Like I know what you mean by that.
Yeah, and I also will be honest and you know this because of boundaries and stuff, but I want you all to be strong enough to demand more from the ones that you love to a little higher stand. Not crazy, because there is a line when you go. You don't need to be a princess. You know, like it's your way or the highway. But there has to be a little bit of the other way of everybody. Now I know I just said princess to you, but I'm talking about like everybody.
Yeah.
I expect that from my sons. I expect that from my daughters. I expect it from like you. Like I whatever your line is, hold it.
Mm-hmm.
Take a step over it, because when life changes, you can't stay where you're at.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I expect. That's the hardest thing is. But it was really nice talking to you and Brian today about how, as you've gotten older, how much. No, that's ridiculous. Yeah. No, you wouldn't do that. You know, where when I felt like you were guys in the beginning, it'd be like, oh, you know, you're just uptight. That's what makes everyone happy. It's like, I feel like both of you have lived life enough to see your self-worth. And that makes me feel good. Like, because I feel like Sue left me and once said to me, love isn't enough. And I never understood that at that time. And now, as I get a little, I shouldn't say that. I would say probably in my 30s, I learned, love is important, but it's not everything. Because I have my self-worth and I should be happy. If you're not giving it to me, why am I here? So love isn't enough. Yeah. Because there's only so many times you can run into a wall before you say, maybe I should start looking for a door.
Yeah. Pretty good choice. Do you want to share your...
Oh, my thing? Yeah, so my week, my parents had their anniversary on the 1st.
Oh, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. I know someone who can sing that to you.
53. What's that?
I know someone that can sing that to her. She works at Disney. She'll do it in front of everybody.
53 or 54 years my parents have been married. They've been dating since 8th grade.
Good for them.
7th or 8th grade. Yeah, they've been together forever. They haven't killed each other, even though sometimes I feel like they're going to.
That's a relationship for you.
I feel like I know they fought when they were younger, obviously, but I feel like now there's a lot of just, they constantly tell on each other.
I love that.
Like, it's did you hear what your mom said? Where is that coming from? Did you hear your father? He's losing it. Yep. And then, 2 seconds later, your mom can't remember this. Like whatever it is. It's like I'm the mediator. Like, I'm like, okay, guys, you don't know what you're talking about, Niall. So I'm like,
what are you offering me?
Jesus, 2 minutes ago, you both were telling me how the other one's a fucking idiot. And now it's like, but you're the biggest one.
You know nothing. You just don't get it.
And then...
You're not there yet.
I'm so not there. I'm still so immature. Which I am. But, I don't know what real life is like. And then I was honored and I got to marry my best friend and his girlfriend / now wife, which is, I'm so proud that she's part of our family. I got ordained and...
they just give that to anyone, huh?
I had to do a little course. And the worst thing is, so I'm trying, so...
You cannot actually marry them, you're marrying them, you know what I
mean? And then, so, in this course, they tell you stuff you have to do, all the rules.
Yeah.
And then I'm talking to him. Now, we haven't talked besides like here and there, he hasn't really talked to me. Now he's waiting for me to talk to him, and I'm waiting for him to talk to me because I figure it's his wedding. Yeah. He needs to talk to me, and when he talks to me,
bombard him.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and he doesn't want to bombard me because of the snow and all the stuff going on in my life. He feels like he's already inconvenienced me already.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So
I need to know something.
We started off with, all right, so this is a wedding plan. Now, we're going to get married and have pizza. So what does that tell you in your head?
We're going to get married and then we're going to dinner right after.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
I already know what happens.
Right, I know, but like I just wanted to.
Yeah.
I know we don't really set it up.
Yeah.
We don't fake set it up, but this one I had to kind of do.
Yeah.
So he says to me, so I said, okay, all right. So I took off like a half a day, so we could do whatever, and I had plenty of time. He goes, so we're getting married at 7:00 in the morning, and then meeting up at like in the afternoon for dinner.
Immediately no, because what the fuck do you mean to get
married? And I'm like, whoa.
That's right when the sun rises.
I'm like, whoa. I gotta work, bro. Like I can't take the whole day off. Like I'm kind of still. That's so good. Because. Like I still like have I got bills to pay. Yeah. Like I just can't take.
And if you take a day off, you don't make money.
Right. And just to marry you at 7:00 and then not go until
15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like a little.
Yeah.
So then he goes.
He told me
3 months ago.
Yeah.
I've been like, hey guys, we really got to do this because he's had this set up for like months now.
Yeah.
No, she's telling me 2 weeks before it happens.
Right.
And so Shannon's like, I didn't even take the day off yet. Because I need the day off. And I'm like, so she has to sell her soul to get the day off. So she has to work like 3 other days for this one day or whatever. And I'm just like, and I'm like, you know what? Don't even, like, I'm getting annoyed.
Was this 7 a.m. an April Fool's joke?
No, it was.
April Fool's Day.
So I had said, I can't do it. Like, I want to marry you, but I can't do it.
Yeah, too much commitment problems.
Well, no, 7:00. Like, yeah, I don't. I'm a fucking grown up. I don't know if you're going on to this. I don't want to be, but I got bills.
I'm forced into this thing now.
Like I wanted respect, and I had to sell my soul to get the respect. So yeah, I
don't have the respect. So,
so true. I fucking hate you. I love you. So I'm like,
right.
So he goes, all right. So he says to me, all right. So Shannon starts talking to him. So because I'm getting stressed and annoyed.
Yes. Because
I am not good for last minute things.
Mm-hmm.
And I love this kid. I've known him, like I said, I met him in like 5th or 6th grade. So I actually know him a little longer than your dad. And we have this love-hate with each other. We love each other, but we also fight. And because we're brothers and we really, like your dad is kind of a low-key kind of guy. At the end of the day, he's low-key. Him and I can be very stubborn, and we hit heads like, boom. And we're like, no, yes, no. But he's always been there, real friend, and he's my brother. He really is. Him and Rich and your dad, like, I can't imagine my life without them. Not DJ Patty Pat. So he says, so she goes, I got his address where he stays at an Airbnb. Mm-hmm. Right, as I said it right. So she goes, all right. So it's down in, I think it's Middletown. I don't think we're in Newport, or we're right in Newport. It's right by St. George's. Yeah, we're somewhere by St. George's. So I think it's
Newport, but doesn't matter.
We're right on the line. So let's just say Newport. So we'll just say Newport, but I know we'll
call it Newport.
All right. So I go down, and so we go down this road and whatever, and she said, it's 5. And so I said, okay. So I go to the end of the road and I see 5. So nobody's there. Everything's closed up. I'm like, what? I'm like, all right. So I go and ring the doorbell. I ring the doorbell and they go, hi, how can I help you? I said, I'm here for Keith. I don't know a Keith. Wait a minute. Isn't this 5 Kent? Yes, it is. I think you got the wrong house. And she was like, it felt like she wasn't home because there was a ring cam.
Yeah.
And I don't think she could be bothered.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who you are. Get the fuck off my property.
Yeah.
So now I'm parked there, and I kind of get out of the driveway and kind of go down to like the side because now I feel like this lady. I don't need cops, so I.
Yeah. Okay,
I'll just.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Back up. So I text him, and he's like, "Yeah, no, five Kent." I'm like,
"Are you home?"
So I'm like, because it's an Airbnb. So did the other people like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, maybe it's under Jen's name instead of his name.
Could be.
Like, and all of a sudden I'm having these moments of like, because I'm an overthinker. Like I'm trying to rationalize.
Well, if they don't know them, then they don't.
Right. Like, so it's like maybe, you know. So I'm like, and she's like, "You're not going back to the door." I'm like, "No," but I'm gonna text him. And I said, "Where are you?" She's like, I'm at 5 Kent, and I'm like,
I'm at 4 Kent,
and I'm like, so I'm like, bro, I'm here, and he goes, "Why don't you just come in?" I said, "Because I rang the doorbell, and someone told me that you don't live, they're not here." He's like, "You rang the doorbell, and the motherfucker comes out of 4 Kent, right across the street, and he looks at me and he goes, I know, I lowered the window. I was like, dude, you went to Portsmouth and you don't know the difference between 5 and 4, and he goes, "Hey, Jen, where are we staying?" And she goes, 5 Kent. Why can't you? I said, he goes, "Babe, it says 5 Kent over there." And she's like, "Well, there's 2 5s then." I'm like, "Yeah, that's it. But there's a giant 4 on the fucking window, on the post, right?" I said, "What is wrong?" Laughing my ass off. Like, we're laughing because I'm like, basically told me he's a stupid fuck. Yeah. Like, there's a fucking giant 4 right there. And
well, if you close one eye, your head,
put your thumb,
close the other eye, and picture a 5. It's there.
Yeah, so can't argue.
Can't argue.
So I'm sitting there looking, and I'm like, and of course, I'm already stressed to the hilt.
Yeah.
Because
you're just shitting your pants all day long.
All day the next day.
You wear your Depends?
All day the next day. Went right
today?
through it. Yeah, today. Today I have been sick all day.
Oh.
I have been like on the toilet.
I
Like been on the toilet. So I'm stressed. I'm overstressed because I really don't know what's going on. I got really snippy with Shannon because it's like, what am I supposed to be reading? I don't even fucking know what they want. Like I have, of course, because you learn all this stuff, but you learn like options 100. 1 to 100, what everyone wants, and I'm like, I don't know what they want.
And we didn't want to talk about this beforehand.
Yeah, we didn't. We're in the car driving. Now he's like, "Are you gonna follow me?" Right? Yeah. I don't know where we're going. I'm following him.
Is he easy to follow, or?
Yeah. Oh no, you can't lose me. I'm.
Okay, I just
really,
wanted to make
I'm
sure.
I'm one of those drivers where when I
you're
gotta be.
You're like attached to me.
Yeah, I could be his trailer. Like you really can't mess with me. Like and even if a car comes between us, like I'm.
Yeah.
I'm just that
You're
way.
connected by a string.
Trust me. Doing horse shows, that's a lot. We would have to do that a lot. So it was very important to fucking pay attention. Like I'm one of those people. So I'm like, we're driving, turn left, turn right, turn left, turn right. So, so I go, watch, we're going to go to like Third Beach. And then going to get married right on that rock. Like, and then we're driving. I was like, oh no, the chasm's right there. Maybe they'll get married there. That's a nice rock area. What's wrong, Wade?
No.
Am I saying chasm? No.
No.
Right. Oh, okay. So I was like, maybe it's like, it made me like doubt myself. I was like, no. So all of a sudden we get to the end of the road. We're going not away from every place I just said it was going to be, right? Yeah. So we're driving, and then as we're driving.
That's why my reactions is because it's going to be something stupid.
And then so now I'm like, oh, I know, we're going to Breton Point. And Shannon goes, I thought you wanted to get married at the water. I was like, well, low tide, there is like rocky beach at Breton Point. So I'm like, oh, we're going to go there. This motherfucker just hits a fucking turn, and we're down like King's Beach, the fishing place. Like, all I know is it's the fishing place. Like, it's right before.
I don't know Newport very well.
It's right before Breton Point. Well, if you're going by Broadway, where all the mansions are, if you go that way, then it's before Breton Point. So we go down this road, and of course, it's a fishing place. So, like, the fucking dirt, like, you're like. I'm like, this is great.
I'm like, drive off the cliff. Is this the cliff drive?
I'm just like.
I think we're gonna be in the ocean soon.
I'm like, put your seatbelt on. I might get bucked out of this car. So,
No.
so we get to the end. They jump out like unfucking believable. They're like, all 4 people like are out, set up. Shannon and I getting out of the car. I like take out the
Papers.
Well, I do. She has the papers, but I take out an umbrella because it's kind of like it just poured, and it's dropping like it's like here and there, and I'm like, you know what I'm talking about? Like it just drops here and there.
Dance. It's the rain dance.
It's a gay. It's a gay rain. So
It's a little tap. It's the clap rain.
So they're like running out,
Yeah.
and so I run out, and I have this small little paper of like stuff that Shannon said that I should like say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey guys, what do you guys want? You know, like, and now I'm talking to them, and they're like, and of course, God bless this man, and God bless his wife. Bro, we're just enjoying the moment. I don't care what you say. You can just say I do. You can just joke around. We're just so happy that you're...
You read Harry Potter.
The owl comes out. No, and they're like, and so I started reading stuff, and we had moments where we kind of joked, you know, like, because it was really personal, very personal. I forgot to say do the rings because I was like, you almost I got very nervous because I was like, I'm so disorganized because I'm not prepared because
we didn't talk about anything.
Right, and they don't care.
Yeah.
And they're being so like, you're doing it, you're here, we already got the paperwork, this is just for pictures and like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And it was like, and so you know I joked and I said, do I get to kiss the bride instead of you? You know, like we were joking, you know, and I said, screw it, I'll kiss the groom. Like
that's why you didn't come to my wedding because you wanted to kiss Kelsey.
I did. I didn't go ordained. I was like no. And then so we did that, and then we literally like took tons and tons of pictures. I felt like it was like really fast paced, even though it was slow at the moment.
Yeah.
But it was very fast. And then we jumped in the car. And then we jumped in the car, and they're like, "Oh, you know, West Main Pizza. We're gonna have pizza." And I said, "Okay." So we ended up going down there. Second we got there, the heavens like opened up. I mean, poured like you never believe. And so we're sitting there, and so when we come in, he's like, "So what kind of pizza you want, Reverend Niles?" I was like, "Nope, that don't sound right." He goes, "Just think." He's like, "Whatever you've done wrong, you can."
Oh no. I know.
He's like, whatever you can do, you can bless yourself, right? And I go, yeah, I could say, Father, I have sinned. The last time I've confession, you're blessed. 5 Hail Marys, and we just started laughing. And
oh, I bless myself every night.
I need another blessing after the blessing.
Yeah, amen.
So we were just sitting there, and it was really nice because we actually all talked like again of just old times, now stuff we missed, and I don't know. It was like I hope I did them proud, and they gave me a baseball. So they dressed up in Red Sox jerseys that said 26 on 20 on his, 26 on hers, and just married.
Cute. And
they wore blue jeans that were kind of like very dark blue, but blue. Mm-hmm. And then red sneakers with hearts on it from Valentine's. Nike Valentine's. I sell sneakers with all hearts all over it. And it reminded me of like kind of your type of like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Like the canvas.
Like your shoes of like
canvas.
That you wrote. Oh God, what did you write? You didn't write Andy.
We wrote each other's names on the bottom.
Right, that was it. Yeah.
And then we had them decorated as Disney parks.
Right. And I know you guys had done. I was like, oh God, it wasn't Andy, but I know you guys wrote your names.
Yeah.
So
I gave myself to Andy.
Don't lie.
I'm just staring out.
Don't worry, Andy. I got you.
Nobody wants to.
So, and their boys are always delights. The oldest is very quiet. And
How old are they?
Geez, I'm gonna say, I think the oldest is 16, 17 maybe, and I don't know how old the young. I would say somewhere in the 11, 12 age for the youngest. Maybe it might be a little bit young. He just kept coming over like, "Hey, Uncle Niles." I said, "Yeah." And he goes, he would take out his fist, and I go like that, and then he'd hug me.
I thought you said he took out his fish.
His fist. And then he'd give me a hug. And I don't want to insult him, but it's something he's...
Spectrum?
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm. And
Leave it there.
But Keith's like, "Oh, if he's it's just him, don't get offended," or whatever. And I was like, "All right." Next thing I know, he's like hugging me every 5 minutes. Comes over, he's like... I'm like, all right, and I hug like and I'm a hugger anyway, so I'm like, bro, I like it, I'm a bitch, and he said goodbye, he gave me like 4 hugs. He just kept walking away, coming back, and giving me another hug, and I was like, all right, and we laughed because we all took a picture, and he had to duck down, and he's like pretty bad when the little one has to duck down. I was like, shut up. I was like,
that sounds nice though.
No, it was really nice. And we got to talk to Jen a little bit more this time, and telling some bad stories about each other, like more of our single days, or not single, but like the beginning of our relationships with each other type of stories. So it wasn't just stories of like Rich, Keith and I, mm-hmm. and Rich. It was more of like Shannon and I stories, or them stories.
Yeah,
which was nice because you got to get to know them a little bit more, and it was really, I will say it was a great honor. I probably I put too much weight on it, but because I care.
Yeah.
So I would want it to be really what they wanted, and then when they were like, "Bro, you can just stand here and say, just say do, and they gave, and they're like, just you're here.
I'll do you, and I'll do you.
I was supposed to wear my propeller hat and stuff like that, but it was been raining so much, and I have a lot of stuff on my hat that if it rains, like it'll ruin it. So they were a little disappointed. I just wore like a black, and of course I didn't wear a baseball hat or anything because I know my sports. Yeah. So I wore a black like skidoo hat. Too tight for me. No.
I know the type.
I took it off and there was a line.
That's the only way to wear a hat.
So
I know a hat expert.
Yeah. Now we know why he shaves his head. So the hat fits. Because if there was like one piece of hair, it'd been like, oh shit, this doesn't fit.
Well, you'd be surprised. He misses a lot back here.
Oh, no.
I call him out every time.
Oh no, under the bus.
I call him out every time he does.
And they got me a baseball.
Yeah. And
it said best officiant. No, can't say it. What am I?
Officiant.
Officiant, thank you. And then it said 2026, the 4-1, and they all wrote their names on the ball and put it into a plastic holder, and said, "This is yours." And I
don't like the ball than the ones that we gave you for your birthday.
I don't know why. It did mean a lot to me. Like just getting that was like. It was
super cute.
Yeah, it was just kind of like, well, we want you to remember it because we're not gonna have and so I had to fill out the marriage certificate.
You had to bring that in today, right?
Huh?
Did you bring that in
No.
Yesterday?
No. So he went to Newport and said, "Hey, I'm doing everything. I don't want him to come down here. Does he need to come down here? Blah blah blah." She goes, "No, just make sure the paperwork's right. Take your time, and if everything's right, you can come back." And I didn't have to go. And I said, okay. And I said, they're going to return it on Friday. Actually, they're returning it on Friday. But he already said, they emailed and talked to the woman there. There's no reason for me to go unless something's wrong. And then she goes, I'll just come back and pick you up and then we can go fix it. And I said, okay. And I said, but it did say, she's like, I talked to the clerk. It's done deal. And then I got to do so what happens is you get your marriage license, and then you get a marriage certificate. I don't know if I assume you.
I never got one.
Okay, well I had one.
I could go get one. From
Yeah,
the place.
Right,
and
I
did click to get one, so I don't.
I filled it out,
Yeah.
and the nice part is that like Jen said, she goes, and now we have your name with our names.
Ugh, all right, that's enough crying for today.
Yeah, because it was like, she goes, now we have this forever. And I was like, yeah, that hit me in the feels. I was like, okay. I was like, get the fuck out of here. No, but it was.
I gotta go. It's gonna rain even harder.
Yeah. No, but it was. It was like a moment of like,
Yeah.
and you know, it's like your father. We're family.
Yeah.
It's really, I don't know what I did to deserve these friends, but I found them. I held on to them, and when I say these 3 or 4 men are my brothers, I feel like we've lost contact, and then when we got back together, your dad was the same way. He was like, I'm not letting go. Like,
yeah.
And now look at us. Like, you and I are like besties and whatever, and your dad, what your dad said, I'm so happy that you're here for my daughter. Like, and we're family. You know, I say you're my niece. I know you're not technically but you are my niece. Or you could be another child. Yeah.
I could be another child.
I know. I missed the fun part.
I did too. On that note, we do gotta go. I'm not gonna be able to post this one.
You're posting it. Your mom's doing worse.
Bye, y'all.